Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ciarra, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so I'm back again with another pick a card reading, and this is going to be a kind of unusual one because of just what kind of my idea for this was. So the topic of this is sort of, what is your shapeshifter spirit? Like, kind of we're looking into, if you can shapeshift, what would you be shapeshifting into? You know, is it an animal? Is it an elemental? Like, what is the sort of spirit that is a part of your own that is kind of, again, a part of you in that way that you could, you know, use as part of your power, that you can literally embody and become a part of, if that makes sense. I don't know if this is going to make sense. I really don't know how this is going to work out with the messages that come through. Again, it could just be messages from that spirit to you, how to engage with it, what it is exactly. I'm going to be looking for any kind of repeating things. So this is a total experiment, but I wanted to try out this idea and just see what would happen. So we're just going to go with it. We're both going to be surprised in this video. So with that said, of course, not every message, not every card may resonate for you personally, because this is a general reading. And so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So with that said, let me go ahead and introduce you to the piles that we have here. So for pile 1, we have the Aqua Aura Quartz with this bunny pin, demon bunny pin. For pile 2, hopefully I could pronounce this right, but this is calcite here, which is basically calcite and malachite in one, with the fox pin here. For pile 3, we have the triple moon cat pin, and we have a piece of desert glass, which is actually a tektite. And then for pile 4, we have the unicorn bunny pin and a piece of thulite. So again, take as much time as you need, meditate on this. Again, this is going to be a kind of an unusual one, so just go with it, have fun with this kind of reading, because again, I'm not sure exactly what is going to come up, how it's going to resonate, but we're going with it. So take your time, meditate on the cards, use your intuition, use a pendulum, whatever it is you need to do to get in the right energetic space to find the pile or piles that resonate for you, and I will see you in your messages. All right, for those of you who picked pile 1 with the Aqua Aura Quartz pieces here, and of course this little demon bun pin, we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards. So we're going to start off with a tarot card, and the card that we have for you guys is the Earth element, which is represented by the Pentacles, and it is 13, God of Earth here. So definitely just looking at this, we see the white stag, so that might be a significant figure that you see. It could be your reflective of your personal shapeshifter spirit, but let's go ahead and see what the message is from this particular card from the God of Earth. You guys could be very connected to the Earth element as well. It might be your primary one. In the traditional tarot meaning, this would be the Queen of Pentacles, but it's representing balance, power, and transformation. So again, it is, holy shit. So these are a card deck that is very special to me because it's actually my first tarot, and it is the Shapeshifter Tarot, and it's very much based off Celtic mythology. And so this is actually the god Cernunnos. So he has many other names as well as the Green Man, but essentially that is what this God of Earth is representing. So again, the white stag, and the message here is, a time of transformation of many parts of the seeker's life is now beginning. If you struggle against these changes, the time will be difficult. If you grow with them, you will prosper. Bring yourself back into balance in order to find tranquility and success. It is a time for discovering the spiritual and psychic powers within. So that's definitely what you guys are going to be working on, and this is what this particular spirit is helping you with. It's one that you work with in order to find your own inner balance. And it's crazy that we have that coming up, because the next card we have here is the Six of Air, which is clearly, it's very Libra energy, and it's very much about this balance of both the positive and the negative, of the masculine and the feminine. Definitely you guys should work more in this masculine element, because that is what the stag really represents here. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. So with the Six of Air, it's about solutions, comparisons, compromise, open-mindedness, mindfulness, illumination, epiphany, personal power. A time of search and investigation. Look at and compare a range of options. Weigh the pros and cons. Be willing to compromise. Don't let rigidity hamper possible success. A moment of epiphany. Step into your personal power. Do not discredit what others offer you. Again, that is so a part of what the stag is about. It is about this strong sense of personal power and power in general. It's like the king of the forest example. And again, this is representing Carneros. So some of you might be very connected to him, or maybe this is a message to maybe look up and read more about him, because he is a very, he's the god of the wild, one of the gods of the wild, and is very much connected to personal power, sexuality. I also, again, with anything that has to do with sexuality, I'm going to relate it to also creativity as well. So let's see what else we have here. For you guys, we also have the Weeping Willow. I'm going to start pulling all of these out so I can see them. We have the Medicine Mother with Honor Your Inner Knowing. We also have the Turkey. So yeah, again, I'm just giving a sense of very earthy woodland kind of creatures. So again, that might be what you resonate, guys, for you personally, what your shapeshifter is. We also have the High Priestess with discernment, presence, prophecy, and vision. We also have time to ground. Exactly. Yeah, very much that earth element. We have the little wolf girl with it's all right to be alone. And we have the owl. So I definitely feel like a strong sense that you guys are very connected to the forest. That element and that space is really what brings out your shapeshifter side. And it's really, really important right now that you guys are working on grounding, because it's going to help to center you, to really listen to the message that's coming through from your spirit here. It could be very much connected to your emotions as well with the Weeping Willow. And the Medicine Woman. It's like Medicine Mother. You have to work more on your healing here, because there's some important message that's coming through for you guys through this element of healing and getting grounded. So with the Turkey, its message for you guys is, I am Turkey, the giveaway bird. I am gratitude, I am nourishment, I am the sacrifice of the soul. I am martyrdom and the reason we hold fast to our beliefs. I am plenitude and harvest. I am the path of service and humility. I relinquish the ego. I renounce the self. I am the benefit of the greater good. You are being asked to serve a purpose. You are being guided to put something else first. Without empathy, we do not evolve. I am the life of charity. I am the bounty that can be shared with others. Look around to see who needs you. Your own needs may have to wait for a while. I am the spirit of living honorably. There is a quiet dignity in servitude. You are a vessel for greater good. You are compassion. You are giving of yourself. You are Turkey. So I definitely feel like the animals, spirit-wise, that are coming out are definitely, again, the white stag, the turkey, wolf, as well as owl. That is the main one, the main four that I'm seeing here that are really calling out to me, that might be connecting with you guys. That is like your shapeshifter animal. The element or elemental energy that you work with the most is definitely going to be earth. Earth is going to be extremely important. And again, the Weeping Willow is like very much connected to both the earth element as well as the water element. So there is a little bit of that for you guys. But again, I feel it's more in that element of earth and grounding and healing through that for you. Let's see what else we have here. So let's take a look at what the little wolf girl's message for you guys is. And she is card 18. So what she is telling you about is your changes are becoming conspicuous to others. So for now, be sure to keep the change safe while you nurture them. Now is either the time to proclaim them loudly, Now is neither the time to proclaim them loudly, nor is it the time to be mysterious. It is wise to allow them simply to happen. Some will notice and give their support. Others will notice and give their disapproval. You must learn to discern what advice is wise. Be not needful of approval and flattery, or of condemnation against which to rebel. Just keep on being your true self and give yourself space and solitude. Allow the little wolf girl to show you how. Then you will know when your true self will be revealed. The changes you have made will in time seem so entirely natural, and those who are no longer meant to be in your life will depart. Do not worry, just keep on becoming, and be for now in the best company of your own. So yeah, it's like you guys, this is all about claiming your personal power and finding balance again. So again, whatever animal that you feel extremely connected to here that has come out, that is the animal that you should work on, because working with that particular animal, and again embracing kind of the idea of shape-shifting and using that energy, which by shape-shifting I mean it's like you're embodying the qualities and the energy of that particular animal, that it becomes a part of you, hence the shape-shifting kind of idea. So it's like whatever that is for you. And again, there's other things that are standing out to you image-wise. Follow that as well. But again, I feel like the owl, the wolf, the white stag, and the turkey are the significant ones. And when I say turkey, again, that is a bird of plenty. It is also extremely fierce. Like, you don't want to mess with turkeys. Turkeys will chase down cars when they get pissed off. It's like, you don't mess with that. Foul birds anyway, kind of like those foul... hopefully I'm saying that right, are kind of coming through, because we do have the quails here as well. Again, it's like these low ground earthy birds that are coming through. And then of course the owl, which is representing for some of you who are more in this element of the high priestess, where it's about the prophecy, it is about the vision and embracing those qualities. So on that note, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the owl and see what it has to tell you guys. So the owl teaches us the wisdom of turning a disadvantage into an advantage. For most birds, the coming of darkness renders it impossible for them to feed, but the owl's exceptional hearing enables it to pick out and swoop in on unsuspecting prey during the night. Twilight has been described as owl light, and going for a quiet walk in the woods at this shimmering time of twilight is an excellent way to develop a sensibility to the other world and the inner soul of nature. You may feel drawn to a study of esoteric lore or clairvoyancy. Working with the owl as your ally will help you to do this. So yeah, this is definitely a message for you guys to, again, it's coming out that you need to spend more time outside in the woods, in nature, and definitely connecting to that element, especially at sort of twilight and moonlight hours, because we have the moon appearing twice here in these two cards next to each other. So with the time to ground card, let's see. We all experience moments in our lives when we feel confused, unfocused, and surrounded by chaos and turmoil. These moments are often unavoidable, as are the lessons these moments can impart. But how you respond to them is a choice only you can make. Take a deep breath and a moment to pause and reconnect with Gaia and nature. Seek the silence of the void within whilst your spirit spirals downward to anchor itself in an ancient tree root in the cleansing embrace of the earth beneath you. Exactly. It's just repeating itself. Again, all of these cards are kind of repeating that message of balance and, again, getting grounded with literally the earth, obviously. And you need to be more discerning about what it is that you're giving your power away to, I feel like. Again, don't be pessimistic. Have an attitude of gratitude for everything that comes in, because that's what's going to bring you a lot of prosperity. You guys have a strong ability to really claim your power and be a very strong, potent leader. But it comes down to that thin line of really listening and believing in yourself, being balanced and grounded, and also trusting your intuition when the messages come through. So with that said, these are going to be some really weird readings, guys. Again, this was kind of an experiment, so take what messages resonate, leave what doesn't. But I also feel like you guys should work with crystals and that earth element. So really earthy, Dark crystals would be very useful for you. So again, dark green crystals like moss agate is coming to mind. Black tourmaline, obsidian. What else? What's another really dark green stone that I'm trying to think of? Point being, I feel like those are going to be really strong crystals that might resonate for you guys as well. You know, there's a potential that some of you are going to resonate to the turtle energy as well. But again, that's a very small group of you. But yeah, with that said, that has been this little weird reading. If this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Ko-fi, my Amazon wish list, my Instagram. So definitely come and join me over there because I'm always doing more stuff. And I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked pile 2 with the little fox pin here, as well as the, again, however you say this, Cobatone, I want to say it's something like that, calcite. This is going to be your little reading. So again, these are going to be kind of odd messages. This was a total experiment, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. What do we have going on here? What is happening? Oh, there it is. And so for your tarot card, oh wow, we have the air element, which is the wands in this particular deck. And we have 2 fortune. And what do we have right here? We have a total dragon here. So some of you are going to really resonate to that being kind of your inner shapeshifter spirit. And by what I mean by that is like, it is the creature or the elemental or whatnot that you can really connect with and embody those qualities to help you in whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So with the dragon here and with fortune, again, this is about really building a steady, strong foundation coming through. You have a lot of ideas that are going to come to fruition. So in the traditional tarot, this would be the 2 of Wands. It's about boldness, opportunity, and influence. Again, it's a green gold dragon. And it has in its hands, you know, a hive of swarming bees. So that might also be something that resonates for you guys. It might be a symbol that you see a lot. But the message here is opportunities are coming. Be courageous in stepping out to meet them. It is a time of balance and control, which will enable you to turn negative situations to positive ones. Influences are coming from unacquainted people and places, which will remove barriers you've been fighting for some time. Self-confidence will open doors, change situations, and attract good things to you. So yeah, you guys have a lot of good things that are headed your way. And so we also have, the 11 of fire. So this would be like the warrior of fire. What am I seeing? I'm seeing more dragons here. So yeah, I don't know if some of you maybe are born in Year of the Dragon, but this is your creature for sure, is the dragon. So with this particular card, its message for you is, it is the masculine and the feminine. It's passive or aggressive, it's creation or destruction, action or inaction, masculine or feminine. Put aside gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine. Masculine energy serves to protect. Feminine energy serves to nurture. Too much of one, not enough of the other. Time to evaluate and realign. Allow the energy to increase and ebb. Embrace the energy that best suits your needs. So again, you guys are a very fluid group in how your energy will go. Sometimes you are embodying more of that masculine energy, and sometimes you're embodying more of the feminine. And that's why like this dragon figure I think is so significant for you, because it's like there really isn't, when you look at the dragon, there isn't necessarily a gender associated with it, but it's like it has both of those elements. It has the wisdom and the nurturing of the feminine, but the action and the fire of the masculine. So clearly, I think also this card here, you guys are moving into a time where you're moving more into the masculine energy, which seems to be a theme here with these piles so far. And also it's like your best place is in a place where you are in the middle of the two. So you really need to embrace whatever that means for you, of finding that proper balance between the two. Because again, too much of one or too little of the other one is not good for you. We also have two of these cards. So we have the Slug and we have the Cayman. So these might also be other, for some of you, creatures that resonate to you or might be symbolic in some way. But I'm actually kind of curious about these two. So let's go ahead and see what is happening here. So with the Slug, it's about steadfastness, pacing, the masculine and the feminine. Are you fucking kidding me? So again, this is a banana slug that is pictured. You know, yeah, slugs are also hermaphroditic. So hopefully I pronounced that right. Making them the perfect balance of the masculine and the feminine. That's what I feel like you guys are. You have a very kind of like gender fluid quality about you. And especially when it comes to you, when you can shapeshift. Maybe that's even an ability you have, is like you can kind of even morph your own physical looks in a way where it's like sometimes people look at you and they're not sure if you are feminine or you are masculine, because you have that fluidity about you and you can find that balance. You know how to use each side of it to benefit you and what it is you're going after at that time. So also with the Cayman, you know, this is about primordial strength, meditation, and stealth. During my trip to the Amazon in 2008, we took a night canoe ride to look for caimans. With their excellent camouflage and ability to remain perfectly still, they would be almost impossible to spot except for the telltale red color that reflected from their eyes against our lights. In Inca mythology, caimans were supposedly considered the world's first creature. They have, after all, existed since the dinosaurs. The caiman is capable of lying perfectly still, waiting for its prey. When the time comes, it's ready to strike with efficiency and skill. So again, that goes back into that steadfastness idea. You guys are very good at that. I also feel like, again, whatever it is that you resonate as your shapeshifter kind of creature, it definitely has reptilian quality about it. It's also very primordial in that sense. It is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like that energy of the universe is something you guys can really tap into when it comes to your power. So we also have here the Water Guardian with connect with your emotions, and we have the Knight with be brave and honest. So this is kind of what this particular spirit that you're connected to and you can shapeshift and connect with is helping you with, is connecting with your emotions and making you a braver, more honest person by reaching out and really letting yourself be heard. And it's so interesting because, again, we have two cards came out, and one is a female and one is a male. So it's like, again, that energy is coming out for you guys so much. We also have the woodpecker here. So with the woodpecker, let's go ahead and see what its message is for you. Let's see. So I'm woodpecker, the rhythm of the ancients and the heartbeat of the earth. I'm drummer. I am the percussion of life. I am the one who digs deep and finds the secrets hidden within. I'm in tune with the world and allow my echoes to lead me to the hearts of others. I can dredge up those things forgotten. I can call out that which it hides. Know that everything has a time, a beat of its own. Know that there are always more layers beneath the surface. I have come to change the pace and alert you to something new on the horizon. Align yourself now to what needs to be rather than what has fallen out of sync. Look to where your heart pulls you and let it play out. Find the new beat of your life. There is great power in realignment. I think that message has come up more than once for you guys, is realignment. You're captivating sound. You are the energy of vibration. You are connection. You are woodpecker. So I think there's something also very powerful in the way that you speak or the sounds that you can produce in a way. It's like, again, I'm just getting the sense that you guys can really tap into something that's, and it makes sense with the dragon here, something very ancient when it comes to this shapeshifter ability for you. It's something that is not of the norm, and it's not something that can be easily labeled. So we also have the card of disruption here, which is card 39. We're going to go ahead and see what the message is here with this particular card because I'm curious. Let's see. But yeah, it feels like you guys can't let things, again, it's like you can't let the water become stagnant. And I feel like you guys can be, we're getting kind of all the elements here, but the water element is going to be very significant for you because it's one that I feel like you are a group who maybe have had multiple lifetimes, and like in each lifetime you worked more with a particular element. And so far it's like this lifetime, the one that you're working with the most and need to work with the most and learn the lessons from is water. And a part of that is learning how to go with the flow more. releasing some of the blockages that you put on that. So this marker warns of a shaky foundation placed on a fault line. At best, this reminds you that shakeups are necessary when you need a wake-up call. It's a warning for you to be diligent and alert when making decisions. This can also portend a toppling of plans or ideas, or a total destruction of something hard-won, worked for, or desired. Be reminded that the way of the god and goddess is one of mystery and chaos is the ultimate cleanser. Disruption brings delays and upsets that have a hidden gift of opportunity within them. This is the time to rethink, rebuild, and refortify that which was previously unstable, or it allows you to begin anew. Without this gift, you wouldn't be adequately supported later on when you will need it most. The greater message reminds you that in life, all people, places, concepts, and things are but fleeting on the path to wholeness. Only spirit is stable and eternal, which is the wisdom of Avalon. So next up, we also have... So we have Know Your Fears. So again, this is all about you guys really coming to terms with your shadow side as well. We also have the Dragonfly Mermaid with You've Attracted Wonderful News. And look at what that wording is. Dragonfly Mermaid. So again, there's that dragon element coming back through again, and also the water element. And then we also have the bear. So let's go ahead and see with the Know Your Fears card. Let's see. You have fears both big and small. Some fear is felt for good reason. It serves to remind you to be cautious and not to take foolish and dangerous risks. Other fears you feel are but shadows that you have made real and given substance. They serve only to make you doubt yourself, to question your good judgment, to fear success, to restrict and to limit. Look within, know your fears, shine a light upon them, and see them for the shadows and mists that they are. Obviously, the image there is of a tiger, so some of you might resonate with that as well. And then let's see about the dragonfly fae here. The dragonfly fae, the dragonfly mermaid. So, with it, there will be a bright piece of beautiful luck, shiny and golden and full of vibrancy. It will offer you energy, confirmation, and validation, and is a blessing from the universe. It is not a reward for your changes, but know that it's utterly connected to the strivings you have made to drop judgment, ego, and other harmful feelings and habits. And as a result, you too are glowing with beauty. Expect more and more beauty to find you now. There will be fresh challenges along the way, but magic is all around you, and your auric field and life force themselves are highly attracted to wonderful events, people, and possibilities right now. Stay on course. All is working beautifully. Changing the clothes and the colors you wear, including pleasing, sacred objects in your environment, will change your energy and attract more of the same. So literally, for you guys, again, I feel like you guys have your style changed. Again, it's like, for you guys, it's like this, again, I'm referring to as a spirit, is very much more so than pile one, more integrated into you, that it just kind of naturally comes out even when you're not necessarily trying to. The big thing though here, it's like a big part of what it helps you with is achieving your goals and bringing prosperity and opportunities to you, but you yourself can sometimes block those opportunities through your fears or maybe trying to push or rush too much. You can't rush it. You have to have those times of hibernation where you just allow things to kind of manifest and grow. So on that note, let's go ahead and talk about the final card that we have here, which is Bear. So with the Bear, so the message here is, so funny what the name for this is art. That's what I'm not sure if that's actually how you would pronounce it, but that's just kind of funny. So it's primal power, sovereignty, intuition married with instinct. So the bear connects you with the very deepest of your ancestral roots. Here at this level, you're in touch with the primal mother, the bear goddess, Artrio, who will defend you fiercely from all danger. You're connected also with the bear god Artrios, the mighty warrior Arthur, the guiding pole star of the great bear. Your intuition will never fail you if you will listen to it in the still darkness of the night. Working with the bear gives you the opportunity to become a spiritual warrior like Arthur. You can find the way to come into your power by marrying your strength with your intuition, integrating your primal power with your intuitive means, uniting your star power with your animal power, and both are symbolized by Art, the bear. So yeah, so I feel like really strongly for a lot of you, it's either this dragon or it's the bear that is really coming through for you. And so again, it's all about that balance, and it just keeps coming up, that message of the masculine, the feminine, and also the primal, ancient energy that you have within you, and then the modern stuff that you're working on now in this life, the new things that you're learning. And so there's also, again, multiple of these cards have brought up ancients. So there's a strong connection to whatever this is being passed on through your ancestors. So I don't know how that might resonate, but that is something that I'm getting through these cards. With that said, though, that is everything I'm seeing here. So if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. I know it was kind of a weird one. I'm just kind of going with it. I just wanted to experiment and see what would happen, and this is what we're getting. So again, if you enjoyed this, please do comment down below, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and if you'd like to help and support the channel anyway, there's going to be links to my Amazon wishlist, my Ko-fi, my Instagram, because I'm always doing more over on my Instagram as well. And if you'd ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, that info is also in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, for those of you who picked the triple moon cat pendant here and the desert glass tektite, we're going to go ahead and dive into your cards, starting off with your tarot. And what we have for you guys is the Seeker of Water here, which is the water element is the cups in this particular deck, and it is card 11. So with this particular one, we're going to go ahead and see what she is wanting to tell you guys. Clearly what I'm seeing here is she's turning into some kind of hawk. So again, you guys might resonate very much to that being your shapeshifter spirit. And by that I mean it's kind of the spirit that you can embody quality wise and literally wise to help you in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. You can embody that to give you strength or motivation, or however it is it resonates for you. And so with her here, in the traditional tarot, this would be the Page of Cups. And it's about emotional mastery, communication, and unconditional love. So this is the Seeker of Water, Nimue, appears as a young and beautiful aspect of the bright All-Mother. She is actually shapeshifting into a Merlin. So that could be the creature that is going to resonate for you, is specifically a Merlin, which is obviously a predatory bird. But the prophecy here is a young woman with an active imagination and insight is willing to help you. The Seeker of Water is a card of sacred and unconditional love, emotional longevity, and loyalty. It indicates a need to communicate your feelings, desires, and dreams in an empowering and personally meaningful ways. Stay centered and own your own power by connecting with the strength and wisdom of the elemental energies and the goddess and the god. Flow toward new experiences, moving past the ordinary reality into otherworldly dimensions. Yours is the ability to see things as they are without distortion, a card that points to staying in the observer mode. The Seeker of Water brings new methods of doing things and can mean a message or birth, even a child or a project. So with that, I definitely feel like you guys have a strong connection to both the water and the air elements, and you have a very keen eye for things. You know, coming from a place of unconditional love is always a benefit for you. Also, it's like, I feel like embracing this particular animal spirit is important for you guys, because it's like, it's going to show you how to really uplift yourself and free yourself, because I feel like you can get really bogged down by emotions or other people's emotions, and you can even struggle to communicate what is happening in that sense. So let's see what else we have here. You guys got two of these cards. So we have the 5 of Fire, and we have the 9 of Air here. So let's go ahead and see what the messages are here. You have a strong third eye, but again, it's like you can have a lot of troubles when it comes to conflict for some reason. It's like you either get into conflict too much, or you can't handle conflict very well because of the heated emotions that come through there. You're very sensitive to that. So with the 9 of Air, it's self-awareness, universal consciousness, understanding, insight, vision, imagination, fantasy, and creativity. Open to possibility. Possibilities are infinite. Know thyself and know the universe. What dwells within you dwells within nature. Belief creates. All that exists was first imagined. Fantasy is the birthplace of reality. You are born to create. Imagine your fears away. And then with the fire here, the 5 of fire, we have rivalry, competition, aggression, bullying, conflict, discord, chaos, and obstacles. So a time of chaos, conflict, or confrontation. A battle for control or dominance. A desire for power, influence, or wealth. Do not judge or condemn others. Base your concerns in fact. Avoid pack mentality behavior. Make no place for bullying. Focus on your vision, not on what others are doing. So yeah, again, I feel like you can get very caught up in what other people are doing that you can't, or what other people are feeling, that you can't even find your own emotions half the time. I also feel like you guys are kind of a group where it's like you might even literally be able to connect to just the element of water and kind of shapeshift into that as it is, or air. But you really, that's like higher up on your ascension of ability to be able to do, because that requires you to really be able to break free in a sense and really like surrender yourself, which I feel like is a big issue here. Setting up better boundaries. So we also have the badger and we have the pitcher plant. So we're going to go ahead and look at these two because I'm curious about these. So the badger has to do with persistence, self-reliance, and warrior spirit. You know, badgers are solitary, independent creatures. They dig very extensive underground burrow systems for their homes. To badger someone is to bother them with unyielding tenacity. When cornered, badgers are also known to be very fearless, able to fend off predators much larger than them. They have a determined fighting spirit that encourages us to be brave and sure of ourselves. And then with the pitcher plant, I'm sort of getting an idea of what's happening here. It's deceit and illusion. The carnivorous pitcher plants give off a scent that is enticing to insects. However, this is a trap. Once an insect has fallen inside the plant's chamber, it is eaten alive with the plant's digestive juices. Beware of temptations, for things may not be as great as they appear. So what I'm getting here is like, yeah, you really need to make sure that you're following your intuition, because you might get into a habit of allowing yourself to be kind of like the insect in this case and pulled into situations and in relationships with people that are toxic for you, because you want to try to see the good in everything, but sometimes you miss your own intuition's warning signs, and you need to kind of, there's a thin line for some of you where it's like you can be maybe too aggressive or too on the bullying side of things and kind of the negative aspect of the badger, but on the other aspect it's like they are determined and they're extremely fierce. Even though they might be up against a much larger creature, they can still fend for themselves. And I feel like that's a big part of it. It's like maybe some of you have an issue where it's like codependency thing, where it's like you kind of are relying too much on somebody else and you need to claim your own independent power. Again, it's like the ultimate goal here is the Merlin. It's like that freedom to fly, and again, the freedom of the water to flow. That is what you're trying to achieve here. Yeah. And we also have the stag here. So again, we have badger, we have the Merlin, and we have the stag. So trust and thrive. So that might be another shapeshifter animal for you guys. And again, it's all about independence, power, majesty, knowing your shit and owning your personal power, not allowing anybody else to sort of dictate that. We also have here the eagle. And the eagle's message for you guys is, I am eagle, the thread that binds you to spirit. I am the great sky dancer. I am your ascension made manifest. I am power in flight. I am the one who soars highest on the least amount of effort. I am faith in that which carries me. You have been called to evolve, and I am your guide. Your soul demands growth, and I am your nourishment. I am your signal to climb higher, push harder, and then let go. Allow the final push and then float freely on the changes that are coming. Do not attempt to steer the progress. You may have become too rigid in your spirituality. Clinging to dogma can hamper your inner flight. Enlightenment will not come from books or classes. It is a lifetime journey. You may not know when the next thermal is coming to lift your wings, but have faith and make the leap anyway. Break the chains, learn to soar, get outside of your head and fly. You are gaining altitude. You are reaching the sky. You are limitless. You are eagle. And again, that's just kind of the energy that I'm getting here, where it's like you guys are just a group who really need to break free and fly. So you really need to work with whatever one of these animals and really embody that. And again, shapeshift into to really help get you out of the situation that you're currently in, because it feels like you are kind of in some form of conflict or problem where you're stuck, or you're literally being digested by whatever it is, whether it's something you are imposing on yourself or somebody else is imposing on you. I feel like there's an ability here for you guys to really upgrade yourself, or maybe it's like you start off as the Merlin but you ascend into the eagle. Let's see what else we have here. So we also have the mystery. We have embrace the masculine, which is literally the stag here. Maybe some of you might be interested in pile 1 as well. So again, this is the energy of the stag as well. We also have follow the moon, which is the feminine here, which has to do with following your intuition. And we have let go of the old with the peacock. We also have your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. And look at that, we have the fire dragon. So you guys have quite a mix of things here. I definitely feel like for a lot of you, it's a bird. Again, winged creatures are really strong for you, but there's something about the stag and that energy of the masculine that is really going to help you kind of uplift and change things for yourself. So let's get a little bit more detail. Let's start with the imaginary friend here. Maybe even for some of you, it's like this spirit has been around you since you were a child, and you may be able to even physically perceive it, and it was like your imaginary friend, but people, again, didn't take it as something serious, or maybe even you didn't realize it was a real thing that you were connecting with. So with this, a childhood friend from long ago returns. She knows your history. Surround yourself with the comforts of childhood. Others may look at your reclaimed treasure and say, what is that old thing? Do not trouble yourself. The truth is they too have an old thing they may see obsolete and sentimental to another. If they have become so distant from their treasures, time will bring them back to understanding and recognizing their value once again, or not. It's not your concern whether others understand. Keep only your treasures close. You may remember the imaginary friend you had early on in your childhood. What fun you both had, what mischief and what comfort she was when no one else understood anything at all about you. With her, you were never alone. She reappears now to remind you of the treasures of the past and to help you bring those treasures back into life right now. You may not be able to see people from their past. You may be about to see people from your past, visit an old family home, head to a reunion, or have an unexpected encounter with something that brings back a very strong memory. It is worth noticing because it will enrich you and make you feel very loved and appreciated. So, and then kind of getting into these the masculine cards. Again, it's so crazy. We have 2 11s, so you guys could be a life path 11, or you're seeing 11-11 synchronicity is also 22. So let's see what we have here. So 11, embracing the masculine. Within ourselves, there are 2 aspects to our nature, the masculine and the feminine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the masculine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is time to be assertive, to act with authority, and stand up for both yourself and your truths. Fight for what you believe in. Do not allow others to tell you that you must that you must not or cannot. But remember, once you allow your masculine self to be dominant, you need to temper your assertiveness and determination with gentleness and compassion. And then we have Follow the Moon, which is card 13. And it is 3/4 of Gaia's surface is covered in water. And the moon's pull can lift the Earth's oceans at the equator and carry them along in her wake. 2/3 of the human body is also water, and therefore you are also a subject to her power. As she waxes and wanes, so do you. Take note. Follow the moon cycles and take note of how you think and feel as her light increases and decreases. Take time to explore and understand her influence upon both your body and your emotions. And then finally, we have letting go of the old. which is, are you holding on to beliefs and notions that no longer serve you? Are you blocking your own growth and forward momentum because you fear to end a chapter in your life? It is time to release all that you hold onto and no longer serves. It's time to say goodbye to all that no longer has a place or purpose in your life. It's time to have an emotional or physical spring clean. It's time to let go of the past so you can be open to what the future may bring. And finally, of course, we have the fire dragon here. So with the fire dragon, its message is transmutation, mastery, and energy. So the fire dragon's vitality, enthusiasm, and courage, and an increased ability to overcome obstacles and to find energy needed to cope with life's problems. Having the power of fire dragon as an ally will align you with the qualities of leadership and mastery. With care, he will fuel your inner fire, which can be directed and channeled with laser-like precision to help you accomplish tasks and achieve objectives, which goes back to that like 5 of fire. I feel like you guys have this is kind of similar to one of the other groups where it's like, I felt like you've kind of dabbled maybe in other lives with working with a particular element a lot. And I feel like you guys, you do have a strong connection to that air and that water element, but sometimes it can get a little murky. Right now, a big one that you need to work on integrating even more is the fire element, because it can teach you a lot. There's an imbalance with you when it comes to fire for whatever reason. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here in these cards. So if you enjoyed this very strange reading series I just did, little videos, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Pick a cards, piles, whatever. Again, this is just a really experimental kind of weird reading. I didn't know what was going to happen with it, and so here we go. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please do leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links in the description to, Amazon wishlist, Ko-fi, Instagram, and of course, if you book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is also down there. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked the 4th and final pile with the unicorn bunny and the Thulite piece, I'm just like, my brain is just not working today very well. But we're going to go ahead and see what this very experimental, strange reading I decided to do here is going to tell you guys. So we have, first and foremost, for your tarot card, we have the Sun here. And I want to say that the creature associated with this particular card from this deck is actually the Griffin. But let me go ahead and see what the message is here with the Sun. Clearly, joy, vibrancy, achievement, having this moment in the sun. Again, in the traditional tarot, it is the Sun. It has to do with creativity, teamwork, and achievement. So, yeah, it is a Griffin. So you guys might be very connected, and that might be your Shapeshifter Spirit is the Griffin. And so with it, it's part lion, it's part magical winged beast, it's part man in this case as well. So it's all these elements come together. And so the prophecy here is, while helping you to understand the balance of energies and successful combinations, the Sun card represents humankind's hand in creation, teamwork, and cooperation. This is a card of creativity and the eternal flame, indicating the burning inner fire of creativity and mental prowess. Good relationships and energized partnerships, material happiness and attainment come with personal effort. Achievements in all fields of study, especially those that bring the darkness to light, are favored. The Sun card is one of motivation and liberation, where you seek out your own enlightenment, finding your personal path to oneness. So that could be really what you guys are working towards right now. And really embracing your creativity is going to be a huge part of that. We also have here the 3 of water. So again, that emphasis on, I feel like, community and connection is really going to teach you a lot. Sharing your gifts with others. You have a lot of wisdom to pass on, especially when you embrace the Griffin as your shapeshifter spirit, which by that I mean it's a spirit that you kind of embody, you bring into yourself to help uplift you and, raise power with. So with the 3 of water, it's satisfaction, pleasure, joy, hopefulness, anticipation, attachment, expectation, and disappointment. Celebrate your victories. Take satisfaction from your endeavors. Look to the future with anticipation. Your success will continue. A rewarding outcome, an exciting future. Free yourself of unrealistic expectations. Allow the outcome to manifest freely. So we also have here the hyena. So this might be another creature that you guys will be able to connect with and embody. So let's see. With the hyena, it's all about family, monarch, and home. While hyenas have a bad reputation in pop culture and literature, this card focuses on the social groups of these interesting beasts. Hyenas live in large groups consisting of up to 80 individuals, and families are fairly tight knit, with cubs even able to identify relatives as far as their great aunt. Their societies are matriarchal, with females being of higher rank than males. Convene with your home, be it your family or a group of close friends, for they are the ones who will always have your back. So I definitely feel like you guys are very connected to, even though the sun represents definitely masculine energy, I'm definitely getting a sense here that the feminine energy is really important for you guys and when working with this particular spirit. And clearly community and family and friends, it's like you work best when you are in a team situation. This is when you can really show off your prowess and your creativity, is when you have somebody to share it with. So we also have here, speaking of the feminine, we have moon. Take note of intuitive messages. You receive a lot of intuitive messages. And it's interesting because hyenas are also, they're pretty nocturnal. So again, it's interesting we're having the sun and the moon present here. It's that every single pile has gotten this, where it's like this balance between the masculine and the feminine. For you guys, I feel like it's a little bit more about the feminine aspect. And again, the intuition. You receive a lot of intuitive messages at night, through your dreams, through your creativity. We also have the grouse. So the grouse's message for you guys is, let's see, this is card 14. It has to do with, I am grouse, the dancer of sacred dances. I am the spiral of life. I'm the vortex of energy. I am the personal power that spins your reality. I am what you create through movement. I am the shaman's ally in the portal of spirit. I am an entrance and the ability to entrance. I am entrance. It's such a weird sentence. It's time to let go and release your storehouse of energy. Send it up and outward. Let it move through every part of your being. I am earth magic. I am ceremony. I'm the heart of the medicine man. You have been drowned out by the material and the mundane. You have loosened your etheric ties. Step into a little personal ritual and wake up the gods. Wear a headdress, bang the drums, summon the ancients. Great things are awakened with movement. You are the power of instinct. You are reverberation. You are the energy of dance. You are grouse. So definitely, movement and this ability for you to like really harness and pull up energy. Like, I feel like it starts kind of like from your root chakra, from the earth, and you can pull it all the way up throughout your whole entire energetic and auric field to really project out and manifest things. And we have movement here as well. So again, the element of water is also very tied to you guys because it's tied to the moon element. We also, especially, you have frogs. So some of you could be really connected to the frog spirit as your shapeshifter. So you're, again, cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. You're very much sensitive to your environment. And again, the environment and the people around you really help to shape you and inspire you. So you need to be very conscious of the people that you allow into your circle, because that really reflects, you are a reflection of the environment and the people around you, I feel like. We also have love that you are different, and we have trust in magic. You guys do have a lot of magical ability. Again, the grouse was mentioning earth magic, so that might be significant for some of you. I also feel like working with the element of water is clearly important. You are very different. You kind of stand out in a way that is uniquely your own. And again, it's so interesting. We have like, again, you had the griffin, and then with this creature here that's like a rabbit kind of chimera thing. It's like that is what keeps coming up. You guys are very unusual with whatever your shapeshifter spirit is. It is some sort of like chimera of all these different creatures kind of put into one. So with these cards, card 25 It is talking about you have strengths and weaknesses, and both are worthy of love. Know them, honor them, and do not heed those who tell you that you must change in order to fulfill their expectation of you. You will never be who others expect you to be. You can only be the unique individual you are meant to be. Love that you are different, for it is your differences and loving those differences that makes you truly beautiful. And then, of course, we have trust in magic, which is magic is the mysterious and coincidental. It is the heart of those moments of synchronicity and knowing. It is woven into the awareness that there is more to life than what you can see. It is born of that moment when you step without fear and with loving heart into the void. Voice your desires and have Great Spirit send his message to show you the way. Trust in magic. It is real and it surrounds you. So again, you guys really need to work with the element of magic and how that resonates for you. Again, you could be very intuitive. When we have intuitive messages, you have clear abilities that you need to harness and work with more. We also have Alice in a Sea of Tears. Cast away out of your depth, feeling abandoned. And then we have the unending sadness of looking back. Endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. So these are definitely important things that you need to stay away from. And this is maybe part of why the element of the water and sort of cleansing emotions, emotional baggage is coming up. Because once you do that, it's nothing but the sun for you. I also see here we have the rat, we have the crab, and then we have, was it a trilobite? Is that how you say that one? Let's see. So with card 11, with Alice in the Sea of Tears, the message here is you've been through a very emotional time and have finally released your need to hold on. You have let go or been let go of. The emotional aftermath has been overwhelming. You are about to see that your sadness can continue to create the rough waters that have thrown you about and that you will finally make it to shore. Now the challenge is to move on from this with wisdom in place without repeating what has led to this manifestation. You can do it, and by being more like the rat with his neat compartmental nature and the crab with her hard outer shell for protection, you will come through this rough time. You are wiser now, less emotionally ready to be hurt, and far more capable of remaining yourself, even walking as you do in a harsh world. If you feel very alone, help is coming and will soon be with you. Although you may be feeling you have made a great mistake, given all this upheaval, in time you'll know that you have done exactly the right thing. Dry your tears, help is here. Well done on making such an important change. So then we have card 36. Some of you maybe have just left a relationship, but there's only better things on the way. So with this, let's see, the message is, so fossils are totems of our ancient past, and the trilobite speaks of the times before Lemuria and Atlantis, an age when the earth herself was being born from the cosmic egg, cracking open and becoming. Our past is fascinating, our past is rich, and our ancestry is worth investigating. But to live there, to cry because we believe we are no longer at the one perfect time in our lives, is to deny the gifts of the present and the treasures of the future. When this card appears for you, know that you are experiencing an epiphany, that your sadness is now of your own making, for you are recycling the moment in the past when all changed, when your world failed you, and this is preventing you from opening up and being fully alive now. This is not a death, but a long lingering non-life, a twilight life, a kind of way preventing yourself from the possibility of ever being hurt again. Please allow yourself to come back to us from this land of unburied pain, slowly if you must. But place the past and its unrealized promise down. Bury it, let it become a memory, and allow your guides to bring you into the beauty of life once again. There is a possibility of experiencing strong and compulsive nostalgia and regrets, thinking about an old issue over and over, believing life has robbed or cheated you somehow, and forgetting to glory in the incredibly blessings of breathing in and out. That's a weird sentence. There may be a fixation on past lives and early childhood hurts. An obsession with finding what went wrong to explain your pain. Fight all that. You will win. Quite a situation here. So if that resonated, you guys really need to, again, the sadness that you're feeling is you're bringing it about by dwelling on the past. So our final 2 cards here are the seal and the salmon. So again, these might be 2 more animal spirits that are going to be resonant for you guys. And let's see what their messages are for you. So with the seal, it is all about, this card tells you, from the seal people of the sea, the Dan Neneron, the song of the seals upsets and frightens many who hear it. Its mournful and human sound stirs the heart of the listener to the core. It is a call from the sea, from the unconscious, from the depths. It calls to us from the waters of our birth, from our beginnings on earth, from our brothers and sisters in the animal realm who are closer to us than we dare imagine. We fear this call because we feel we may be drowned, overwhelmed by our feelings. But do not let your intellect imprison your heart, as a human imprisons his silky spouse, the magical seal. Opening yourself up to the promptings of the conscious universe, of the feminine of your dreams and longings, will bring transformation, healing, and love into your life. So again, I feel like there is something here about our past relationship that you guys are still dwelling on. You need to release. And again, it's all that connection to the feminine and unconscious, and this ancient place is coming through once again. Not dwelling on the past is really important for you. And again, embracing these kind of creatures, embodying them to shapeshift into, is going to help to with you in that process. So with the salmon, it's all about wisdom, inspiration, rejuvenation. So, the salmon is revered as extremely sacred in the Druid tradition. It is the oldest animal, and it offers us wisdom and inspiration, often with great difficulty. The salmon will return to the place of its birth to mate. To find wisdom, we too need to recapitulate our lives, to journey in consciousness back to our beginnings, to our childhood, and perhaps beyond, to our very origins in God or Goddess. Salmon brings not only wisdom, but youthfulness and inspiration. But remember that to find these things, you must maintain an attitude of openness and innocence rather than strong-headed determination. It's crazy. So many of these cards are talking about kind of going back into the past, or maybe dwelling too much in the past, but also it's like needing to look at the past in order to understand how to move on from it in a way. It's like however that resonates for you guys, it's like, this is all very much connected to your home, to your family, to your childhood, to connections that you've made, and healing those connections so that you can move on to a more prosperous new life for yourself. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here in your cards. So if this resonated, this very weird experimental reading resonated with you, please do leave a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and if you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Amazon wishlist, my Ko-fi, my Instagram, all that good stuff, as well as information on how to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces twins. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.